What it do, what it do, what it do, who? It is I, Eden the Hero. Welcome to Humble Good Times. You know, it's been a journey, let me tell you. It has been a journey. I got some good things to report, and I got okay, we'll put it this way. Some desirable things to report and undesirable things to report. So where should I start? Start with some desirables. So this past weekend, had a great weekend. Got to see one of the connections. Again, it's been the weekly thing for us now that we've just been planning to meet up, and I want to see her. So it's been nice being able to just be in person. It feels really good. Just dinner, date, and movie on the inside. Food was good. Movie was crazy. The vibe was definitely vibing, and very much we were on the same type of vibes. I didn't know how to dress for an indoor date, but I knew not to get too sharp. I was very casual, but at the same time pretty decently casual, where we could, if we were to go out, I would be okay. She was on it's past a certain point of the night and I'm not going nowhere, so this is pretty much me on a Friday night when I have nothing else to do, and I was cool with that because I was like, cool. I'm really on that tight time on the inside. I may not appear to be on the outside, but I'm down with that. But yeah, it was a really good night. And then Saturday, I ended up meeting someone else for a coffee date, and that was really good. I really didn't know what to expect with this connection, but I thought it might just be platonic, not really a romantic connection, because I didn't really know what they look like. We didn't really get to talk and really fill each other out. We just had small talk in between time, and then I forgot how we even planned the date, but I think she suggested it. She was like, I'm good for a coffee in the park. I'm like, cool, because I put that on my profile. I'm like, let's do a coffee or park, library, studio. Those are my elements. So she agreed. She suggested coffee in the park, and I'm like, always down for that. So when she suggested that, I was just thinking maybe oh, this would be somebody cool to meet that seems friendly. I can connect with them on a platonic level. We can become friends, and they're poly, so I'm trying to meet more people in the poly community. And with that, once I met her, well, first I didn't even meet her. When I was walking across the street, I wasn't sure if it was her or not, because her picture, she only had 2 pictures on her profile, and I feel like neither one of them really gave me a good sense of what she fully looks like. So when I saw someone that might have been her, I had my sunglasses on, but I was waving and she waved back. So I was like, okay, that's her, cool. And I was shocked. The girl was stunning, in person, real beautiful. And then when we were actually in the coffee shop, and I was just like, my intentions are just to get to know you, learn some things, and have a good time. It's coffee. I love coffee. Coffee didn't do me dirty. It was good. Although I really wish they would have had some creamer with flavor in it. They just had regular creamer. You had to buy the fucking syrup to add to the coffee and shit. I don't know how expensive it was, or if it was expensive to add the coffee. And it's funny because if I'm being honest, like when I actually go to order coffee, it's usually like Dunkin', where they have like specific ones you can pick out. And I haven't been to a coffee shop in a minute. So when I was like just ordering coffee, I'm like, I just want drip coffee and creamer, sugar. But I'm thinking they might have flavor creamer, but this ain't the gas station. The gas station has the flavor creamers. At least Wawa does. Not all these other ones do down here in the South. But up north, Wawa gave you a great selection of like French vanilla, hazelnut, and then you got your milks. But I think it was more than those two. But like, I always keep a flavor creamer in my crib, so that was a little like whack, but it was still really good coffee. The environment was great. This coffee shop was really nice. Like, way I liked it better than the one I went on with my first connection because it was bigger. Firstly, it was felt warmer. It didn't feel so like intimate, but at the same time, there were spaces where you could be like have those intimate conversations and feel close without being on top of each other and then everybody else like in your business. Like, it was legit a good amount of people that were there, and like just being able to be in a space that was spacious, that was really just comfortable. The music was right. Like, I really enjoyed myself at this coffee shop, and the company was excellent. We talked for 4 hours. Like, didn't expect that. We didn't go to the park, but it was raining that day, so we just stayed on the inside. She had heels on, so I didn't want her to have to slip and fall in some water. So it was a good time overall. Like, I really thoroughly enjoyed connecting with her. I feel like with her situation romantically with one of her partners coming to an end for her, because that's something we've been talking about. I know she's not in a space for romance all like that, but she's getting out to have fun, which I totally support. I'm all about the fun. Like, that's what I'm here for. Let's have fun. But the girl got her shit together. She real established, got a lot going on for her, and yeah, I mean, we're gonna probably hang out more, which is be cool. And she's grown. She's older than me, and talking to people that are older than me, it it feels different than talking to someone that's younger than me. But we still had fun. Like, it wasn't like a whole maturity mindset of like, no, we like laughed about some shit. We talked about our past and all that. The younger connections I've had, I appreciate them because of my youthfulness, and I can be silly and I can be serious too. And wherever they are in their life, it's like it feels better to connect in a way where someone's still establishing themselves, and where I'm at, because I'm a late bloomer, it just kind of helps. But I don't necessarily seek out younger women. It's like I just connect with who I connect with, and whether they're older or younger, cool. It's never really around my age. It's rare that I find somebody like a year younger or a year older than me, or my exact age. But yeah, it was real cool meeting her. And I would say those are more of the pleasant things, undesirable things going on. One of the undesirables, uh, one of my connections came to an end yesterday. And I opened up to them, letting her know, like, I wanted to let her in on something that I've been carrying. That's kind of been it's in my 3D right now. Not kind of, it is very much current in my 3D that I'm dealing with. And her reasoning, though, for wanting to end things, she felt like we weren't compatible in our communication styles. I'm someone that likes to like say, hey, I just want to talk to you about something, and it's like she doesn't like that build up. She likes shit she blurts shit out, which I don't care for. So yeah, our communication styles are different. I'm not going to say they're incompatible because I ask questions to understand. I don't just assume what they're trying to say. I ask to understand. So when she said compatible, communication compatibility, and she was like, yeah, the way I express things to you, you don't seem. I'm like, it's not that I don't always get it, but at the same time, some of the shit she tells me doesn't feel like a fully thought out thing, or she's not giving me the full context of everything. Like if there's been something marinating on your mind, just say it. Like the whole like situation before this one was about getting tested and all that. We're not having sex. I'm not physically with this person, but she felt like I was a health risk because of me having my other connection, being physical. And so I don't know why I'm trying to like restrict myself from saying what I said. I'm grown as hell. So I have sex with my other connection. My first connection, we were not having sex. We're distance. There's a distance between us, so we're not able to. She didn't want to be alone with me because she calls it not trusting herself around me. And to me, it's like I felt like she was a bit of a tease, and it would be like, I want to do this, I want you to do that, but, but, and it's just like dangling a carrot. It's like I just stopped even trying and just knew like you bringing up something where you feel like I'm a health risk, but we're not being physical. Now, if I was being physical with more than one person at this time, of course it wouldn't be. I would definitely get tested because I wouldn't want to be putting my own self at risk. But I literally didn't do nothing for 4 years. I haven't been with no one for 4 fucking years, almost 5 years. And this, you think I'm being a health risk with one person, and that person's been with their ex for years, almost a decade? Like, make it make sense. That was just recent about that. And it wasn't like I wasn't going to get tested, because I was already thinking about contacting my doctor to get tested to, make sure everything is straight with that. But for her to put it on me as if it's affecting her right now, it's like, come on, man. I'm thinking it's more about her thinking I don't care about myself or something. And not that she didn't say that, but because of how she does things and how I do things, it just, I don't know, it made her, might have turned her off, whatever. Prior to that was a whole kiss situation where she felt like the kiss was lackluster. And like I said, 4 years of not doing anything with anyone, and I had to like get used to being touched again. And she thought there was something wrong on her end because of the way I reacted. I don't even know how she feels like I reacted weird, when the reality is, for me, when I kiss someone, there is a rhythm to it. You gotta find the rhythm with you and that person. So there was just a lot of little things for me that I was paying attention to, and I was talking to my therapist about, that made me like really just check my feelings and everything of what I'm feeling, and is this something I could really deal with, because it just felt like very petty shit that she was just making issues of. Like, she's not a bad person or anything, and she's entitled to how she feels, but hey, I like, after she told me, and I'm just like, okay. I was like, I guess you're just telling me because we're not really having any conversation about it. So, okay. Like, instead of just having the conversation of like, the way I communicate and the way you communicate, it's getting in the way of our connection. Like, to me, that's just the mature way of doing things, of just, let's talk about it. Let's see if we can work that out. But for someone that told me in the beginning from jump that they didn't want to be my friend, is now wanting to try a friendship with me. And I'm just like, well, I'm okay with being friends, but that was always my thing from the jump. Like, I always wanted to establish at least a friendship, because I don't want to feel like people are disposable anymore. Cause I would just move the fuck on, and just go. I wouldn't even try to be a friend. I wouldn't try to stay in their life. There was only one person that I tried that with, and I just felt like they weren't going to be able to reciprocate because of the way they are with their other friends. Like, my ex would go ghost on her own friends and expect them to still stick around, when, I mean, people, like, if you explain it to people, people have a better chance of like knowing, okay, well, I probably won't hear from them for a little while, but I know that's just how they are. I don't want to have to figure out that's how you are. You just need to tell me that's how you are. So I have a friend like that, but I made it clear to my friend, because we went years without speaking, and it was partially me, because they were just going through a lot, and I was just at a time where I'm just like, I'm not trying to consume anybody's problems, energy. They weren't putting them on me. They were just telling me as a friend. So I told my friend, I'm like, I really want to be intentional about us staying in each other's lives this time, because I really care about you as a friend, and I want to be there for you, and I want you to be there for me. So we have that understanding now. And my friend, if she doesn't hear from me for like a week or two, she's checking in. I don't hear from her for a week or two, I'm checking in with her. And I love that about our friendship. Like, we've come a long way. And so, yeah, this one though, I don't know if she's going to be able to reciprocate. But I did ask, like, what does a friendship look like to you? And it's more about just checking in every now and then, and basically just platonic. And I'm like, okay, duh. Like, she doesn't fuck her friends, so I'm pretty much friend zoned, but I'm okay with being friend zoned by her, because we would have to have a friendship, being that we're long distance, in my opinion, because I don't want it to be just one level, because that's something I feel like you have to be in person for. But having an actual friendship where we can talk like every day about any and everything, that matters. So her wanting to do the friendship, it is what it is. We'll see how that goes. But some other undesirable news that I have is I am behind on my rent. Never thought I would ever get to this position in life. Never have I ever thought that I would ever want to report this on my channel, but Like, I was literally thinking, like, I don't want to do my vlog anymore. I'm about to shut it down. I felt like it's just keeping me in this perpetual state of things just getting worse. I even stopped saying my tagline for what I started as, because I feel like it was putting me deeper into adversity. But at the same time, a lot of things that are out of my control right now, or the things that are what got me to this point. So I have been paying my bills, and my job stopped allowing me to access my funds every day. I can only access them by the end of the week, and it's only for like 2 days or so, depending on the pay period too. So by like by the end of the first week of the current pay period, I would be able to access those funds up until the last day of the pay period. But by the end of the second week of the pay period, I would only have like 2 days to access those funds. I have not had a full paycheck. Well, I lied. I had one, maybe two full paychecks since I've been working there in December. And my paychecks they do not look anything like they used to at my previous employments. And I know, like, my health insurance is a big thing. I pay a lot for my health insurance and my benefits. I'm paying over $200 every check for health insurance and benefits. And then taxes on top of that. So that alone, I'm seeing about $500 less in my pay from just insurance and benefits. On top of that, all of my bills just seem to be hitting right at the same time, only because of how I get paid. Like, when something needs to be paid, I pay it, and if it overdrafts my account, it overdrafts my account. That's what I've been doing. I'm not proud of it, but I'm doing what I gotta do. You know what I mean? And that money comes back. I pay the fees or whatever if I have to, and then that's kind of just how I've been rolling for the past 2 months. And now I'm in this space of where, like, by the time my rent is due, I was splitting my rent up into two parts. By the time my rent's due, the full amount that I'm supposed to have by the third, I'm not able to really get it, and it's not adding up to where I can have it all. So it's pretty much where I'm at now, where it, like, just got so hard trying to keep up with everything, like with my car insurance, utilities. Gas has been crazy. My gas bill has been crazy. Yeah. So I've been searching for organizations to help. Last month I had one of the organizations help me pay my rent. Siblings helped, paid them back. That was more money out of my check that I had to give back. It's just like, I could lose my mind. I could go crazy right now. I've been doing such a damn good job with not losing my shit. I've been having really good energy days. I've been working both jobs, and yet I'm still having these problems. Like, it's crazy to think like I'm in this space right now. I might have to move. Are there options out there for me? Absolutely. But I just don't like this shit. Like, I don't like the feeling of where I'm at, how far I have gotten in the past, only to end up here. But I do believe things are going to turn around. I have such a strong feeling about it turning the fuck around. I've been following some of these tarot readers, and there was a lot of them just kind of all saying the same thing. And it's funny because one of the things that came up was something's going to be ending, maybe a relationship, maybe a job, maybe this, that. Something's going to be ending. I'm like, when that happened, and I wasn't expecting that to happen. I honestly didn't think we would have to stop dating. I wasn't even letting my problems affect us. She asked me how I'm feeling or how I'm doing. I was like, all right. And then she was like, I didn't sound confident or sound hesitant. I was like, well, you know, let me be real. Let me let her in just to see like if I can trust that, she can support me in a moral way. Like I'm not looking for anybody financially to help me as far as like people that I don't trust in that way. I was looking genuinely just to be supported emotionally. I wasn't trying to be in nobody's pockets. But when I told her, she was like, encouraged me to go to my parents. I'm like, nah. I love my parents, and if they happen to find out about this and they want to help, I'm open to it. But me going to my parents, knowing my mom just had retired, this is pretty much her month, even though my birthday's on the last day of May. I just can't. They did so much for me last year. They did a lot. It was thousands of dollars that they helped me with last year to get through when I broke my wrist. So I'm definitely just in this space of figuring it out and really trusting the universe, trusting God, and just carrying me and sending me the needed resources. Like I've been doing, don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting here just trusting and letting go, but I did my research. There are things that, I mean, honestly, these people are such blessings. The people that work in like real estate and stuff, or property managers or something of these corporate communities, they give you the secrets on TikTok. I love TikTok for informational purposes. TikTok is awesome for information. So is YouTube, but TikTok, Google, those have been my information resources pretty much as of lately. And they teach you how to basically, like, if you were to get evicted, how you can actually get it removed off your record. You don't even have to pay anything. You can just dispute, get it removed. If you get denied for an apartment, you look to see who denied you, like which platform they use to run your background and all that. You go and you dispute them, and you get your address removed or something like that. And so when you go to actually apply for it, it's gonna be removed. It's not gonna show up. So I'm like, damn, there is some good ass information out here that can like really set people up for success in that way of getting back into an apartment. So I'm like, damn, okay. all hope ain't lost. I knew there are resources out there. Most of the resources, though, financially, are for women and children or families, and I understand that. But the people that are single, especially in this economy, that live alone, that are working their asses off, and it still ain't enough to get them by, you know, there's gotta be better resources for us. There's gotta be. Because it's not right to just want to support one group of people or two groups of people when shit happens to all of us. We're all affected by un- unseen or unfortunate circumstances. So I just feel like when I do get to a better position to help others, I'm definitely going to help those people like myself that need the help, that are doing everything they could possibly do for themselves, and it still is not getting them by. I really want to do that. I feel so deeply in my spirit to want to help others. Going through this shit is just like, it's mind blowing because growing up, never had this problem. I've been in one house my whole life, my whole childhood, and my parents still live in that one house. Um, and I moved around a lot after moving out, after college, and this is the longest place I've been in outside of my parents' crib. And I really love being here. I love my apartment. I love how comfortable my cats are here. So, yeah, y'all send good energy, thoughts. Resources will be great if you have any, but I've already tapped into like what resources are available here in Georgia. And I actually just did tell my sister, I told my friend, I just didn't want to carry the load myself. And and it made me feel better just to not keep it a secret, because like they both know like I'm doing all I can. I've been having issues with getting my treatment in the past. I've, I've done so much. I've done so much. I don't feel like it's gonna be wasted effort in the end. I just know I need to do less and turn up the frequencies more. So that's what I've been working on, just doing less, staying in my alignment, and focus on solutions and not worry. I've come along so much. I don't want to, I can't even complain about this because like everything always works out. It really does. It really does. It always works out. And when I think about it, there has never been a time where something didn't work out. So however that looks, it's all going to work out. It's all going to work out. So all is well. But this has been a humble good time. I am Eating the Hero. Peace.